Cloverfield film? What? Said everyone when this was announced. And fair enough. The trailer for this dropped out of nowhere a mere 2 months before its release. I don't believe a property of this scale has managed to sneak up on everyone as well as this one has. Though it makes sense they were able to do that. I mean, it filmed under a completely different title, and it was initially to have no connection to the Cloverfield universe. So what is it? A sequel? A prequel? A sidequel? That can be a thing, by the way. Did you see 300 Rise of the guy with significantly less abs than the guy from the first film? That was sort of a sidequel. Anyway, you probably didn't. Well, I'll tell you this. The answer to what this movie is, like most J.J. Abrams productions, is a mystery. A mystery that lies beneath this box of mystery. What could it be? I bet you want to know. And I'll tell you. All will be revealed very soon. In 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? You don't seem ready. All right, brace yourself. Because once you know this, you cannot unknow the mystery, the intrigue. What could it be? Ha! Sorry. Look, like its producer said, yeah, it's a blood relative. Apparently, it's not set in the same timeline as the first Cloverfield, but maybe they are. I don't know. There's enough connections that, it could be. Now, I liked but didn't love Cloverfield. The mystery marketing campaign was stellar, but like that bullshit I just pulled on you earlier, to what end? It was just a monster. Great. Then Bad Robot, the production company responsible for all of these, pulled the exact same trick in Train Monster, where it turned out that it was another monster. Okay, this movie does feature a similar but more kind of stripped down campaign. But this time around, I honestly appreciated it, especially after seeing the film. What you get in the promotional material is the promise of a tense, claustrophobic survival story, following 3 people in a bunker with the female lead wondering what became of the outside world after being involved in a car accident and waking up underground. And for the most part, it works. The worst thing you can do going into this, though, is expecting the non-stop pace of the first entry. This isn't a movie featuring a giant monster smashing around a city, and it doesn't again rely on found footage, which is a relief, quite frankly. After Chronicle, I thought, what a great and definitive use of found footage. Oh well, that's the end of that. But it wasn't. They kept making them. Stop making them. No, I don't care if this one's heralded as Shyamalan's return to form. I'm not interested. Of course, when you got a movie that's stripped down to the point where it pretty much takes place in one location and with such a low budget, $5 million apparently, then you have to lean on the lead performances. And that's exactly what this movie does. All 3, Winstead, Gallagher, Goodman, they nail it. This film is confident in its narrative and takes its time with its 105 minutes of storytelling. It's not afraid to let a scene draw out and have tension build. Maybe it was forced to do this because of such a small budget. I don't know. But whatever the reason the movie is like this, it works. I can see people being disappointed that this isn't a straight up sequel, but frankly, we've had our fair share of monsters smashing a thing these past few years, so I'm totally okay with this. Besides, I would say the tension that mounts in this film makes it scarier and more suspenseful than any giant monster movie, but that's probably just a personal preference. All in all, I like 10 Cloverfield Lane. Now I should say you probably don't need to rush out and see this. This is something you could easily watch at home. That being said, it handles the slow burn confidently and better than a lot of films. So if you've seen the trailers and such, and they interest you, then yeah, maybe, go for it. Because this movie's kinda great. So all in all, this one gets a best movie ever. Thanks everyone, here's another video you might like. Also this Monday on my podcast, The Weekly Planet, which is linked below, we get stuck into the Burton-Schumacher era of Batman films, and whether or not they hold up. Maybe some do, maybe some don't. We'll have to bloody see. And thank you to everybody who's been donating to the UNICEF campaign that I've set up. We're now close to $15,000, which is well over the $1,500, which was the initial target. So if you are interested in contributing to that, and maybe winning some stuff, like a Force Awakens Blu-ray, check out that other video right there. Alright, that'll do it. Thanks everyone. Take care.